America Today, understanding the changes and challenges. Welcome, friends. Today we're going to have a thoughtful conversation about where we are as a country, how we got here, and what it means for the future. Many of you have watched America change over the decades. You've seen the highs and the lows, the triumphs and the challenges. Some of these changes have been positive, but others have raised real concerns. Let's take a closer look at what's happening and why it matters. One thing we all know, America was built on a strong foundation: faith, family, hard work, and freedom. These values created the greatest nation the world has ever seen. But today, it often feels like these core principles are being tested. Many Americans are wondering, what happened to the country I grew up in? That's a fair question, and it deserves an honest discussion. Over the years, we've seen a growing debate about the role of government in our lives. There was a time when self-reliance was the norm, when people worked hard, built businesses, and took care of their own families. Now, we see more government programs, more regulations, and policies that some believe weaken personal responsibility. The question is, where do we draw the line? How much government is too much? Many Americans believe that the more Washington gets involved, the more complicated and inefficient things become. We've seen it with healthcare, taxes, and even how schools are run. People want policies that respect their freedoms, not ones that dictate how they should live their lives. For many of you, there was a time when a single income could support a family, when saving for the future was realistic, and when hard work paid off. But today, inflation, high taxes, and global economic shifts have made it harder for families to get ahead. The middle class, the backbone of our country, feels the squeeze more than ever. Big corporations and Wall Street seem to thrive, while small businesses and working-class Americans struggle. Many wonder why politicians seem more focused on helping foreign interests than supporting the American worker. It's a valid concern, and one that many people are starting to ask louder than ever. It's no secret that the media today looks very different than it did 30 or 40 years ago. News used to be about reporting facts, just the facts. Now, it's hard to tell what's real news and what's political spin. Many Americans feel that the mainstream media no longer represents their values or gives them the full story. As a result, people are turning to alternative sources, doing their own research and having real conversations with their neighbors. This shift is happening because trust in traditional institutions has been shaken. People are tired of being told what to think and are looking for truth wherever they can find it. Perhaps the biggest concern many people have today is, what kind of America are we leaving for our children and grandchildren? Will they have the same freedoms, opportunities, and sense of pride that previous generations had? Or will they grow up in a country that looks completely different from the one we built? Education, social values, and economic opportunity are all at a crossroads. Many believe it's time to get back to the basics, teaching kids about personal responsibility, respect, and hard work. If we want a strong future, we must pass on the values that made this country great in the first place. Despite the challenges we face, one thing remains true: the American spirit is strong. The values that built this nation still exist in millions of homes across the country. It's up to us to stay informed, pay attention to the direction our country is heading, and make sure we pass on the principles that have stood the test of time. Thank you for taking the time to listen today. The conversation about our nation's future is an important one, and it's one that we all have a stake in. Stay strong, stay engaged, and never stop asking the important questions. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to continuing this discussion in future videos. Thank you, and God bless America. God.